Do you have ambitions to be at the forefront of technologies like robotics and artificial intelligence, while also developing high-level business and management skills? Find out how you can achieve those goals in this episode of Future You. Hello and welcome to Future You, the podcast from Graduate Careers Experts Prospects. We're here to help you achieve your career goals. My name's Dan Mason, and in this episode my guest is Dr. Zhengguo Sheng from the University of Sussex, who joined me to talk about the Master's degree in Engineering Business Management. This course brings together engineering and technological problem solving, including the latest in fields such as robotics, 5G and artificial intelligence, with business management and finance skills, ideal if you want to build a future as a technology leader or entrepreneur. Don't forget to subscribe to Future You in your podcast app and head to prospects.ac.uk for more advice on postgraduate study. But for now, let's get into the episode.
Hello everyone, so my name is Zhengguo Sheng, so I'm currently a reader in the Department of Engineering and Design in the University of Sussex. I'm also a course convener of our Master in Engineering Business Management. Just a little bit of myself about my research interests. So my background is in electronic engineering. So you may see me, for example, in the Internet of Things or even 5G communication modules in this course.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us on the podcast today. You mentioned the Masters in Engineering Business Management, and that's the course that we're going to be talking about in a bit more detail. Before we do that, could you just tell us what engineering business management actually is? What does that phrase mean?
Yeah, so essentially for the engineering business management, so this is a new, I would say, career path that can bring together the engineering and also technological problem-solving abilities, and with the business and management and also financial skills in order to master the operational performance of emerging engineering-driven enterprises, that including, for example, the net zero engineerings and also focus on sustainabilities. And this is, essentially the main concept and also the focus of this course.
So is this quite a new concept then?
Yeah, and also it's like a more multidisciplinary to cover both engineering or technological domain and also the management skills or the business.
Okay, so let's get into talking about the course itself a bit more. Tell us about what makes the course at Sussex unique. What are its selling points? Why is this the course that people should be looking to?
The student is typically need to have an engineering background. So this is primarily for students that with engineering background and who want to become technology leaders or entrepreneurs, or even to create their own startup companies in their future career path. So basically, student requires a new skill set. For example, the business, the management, and also finance related and skills. And also, given that probably we all know that UK is a worldwide leader in the innovation and also creativity industries. There are lots of students basically express their interest, to start up their own companies or own their business after graduate from this course. So we offer basically a blended skills, including, like I mentioned, the business and the management and the finance, as well as very advanced engineering topics from mechanical engineering, robotics to 5G and also artificial intelligence.
So what type of students would you say would suit this course? You mentioned about the engineering backgrounds and so on, but what kind of students are you looking for, and what entry requirements do you have? But also, beyond the entry requirements, what sort of personal characteristics do you think would be suited to this course?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. So certainly, we are welcome student with engineering and even computer science background. But this is not only limited to those of student, and a student with non-engineering background, for example, with a general science, that including the physical science or even the life science, and also with technology background, product design, and also even the mathematics background are also welcome to apply this course.
And so let's get into a bit of the detail about what students will be doing on the course. If you can give us a little bit of an overview of the course structure, how it works in terms of modules and so on. But then specifically, I believe there's an industry-based project as part of the course. If you could tell us a bit in more detail about that.
Yeah, so I think this is my favorite, I think, part of this course. So let me ask you the first question regarding to the whole course structures. So so basically, like I mentioned, this course is in collaborations with a business school and also with our engineering schools. So the core module of this course is entirely from the business school. For example, cover the essential business management and finance, etc. And the meantime, in each term, student also need to choose two option modules. So the option modules are offered by our engineering school. So basically, student with a general engineering background, they also need to take more advanced topics from their own, let's say, background or discipline. For example, like I mentioned, we have newly created robotics engineering modules, and also 5G related modules, and also artificial intelligence related modules. So every student through this course have opportunity to take both business schools learning modules and also from engineering as well. So after the 2 terms of studies, the student will be led to so-called individual projects, or we also call it industry-based project. So the project is a form of this final student thesis, and student will have the opportunity to practice basically what they have learned through all the modules, and also combining with their own previous industry and working experience. So the project itself is created from our academic research and also industry collaborations within our department, which typically requires both practical and also theoretical skills. So the way that we assess our project at the moment is that we are including, for example, interim report and also presentations to allow students, to demonstrate their findings and also sell their ideas in front of a number of panels. So the panels including their project supervisors and also potentially their industry supervisors. Of course, and finally, students need to deliver a large piece of report, which is certainly the thesis by the end of their study. Some projects are undertaken in groups and also replicate the type of professional teamworks expected in the industry. So in terms of the supervisions, a member of our engineering faculty staff will be the main supervisor to lead on the project, and also with the potential support from industry partners. So I would say the project itself is quite demanding, and also need to reflect a blended skills from both engineering or technology domains, as well as from the business, the marketing aspect. So the project itself going to promote individual responsibility and also the skill development in terms of not only just technology exercise but also project management and planning, because you need to be into a position as a project leaders for your own project. How can you manage the work plans within a few months, and also the budget, right? And do the reasonable, sensible plannings with the supervisors and also with your teammates. Yeah, and also as well as the resources and also scheduling, documentations, and also communications with your team member, with the supervisors. And finally is the critical awareness and also creative thinkings to reflect this sort of innovations of a novelty aspect of your ideas into your project. So I would also like to share that there are many very successful examples of experience from the previous student or alumni, who basically mutually benefit from such kind of industry-based project. For example, so we have a previous graduate student from this program, the currently employed by the very leading technology companies like Google and Apple's, and also the student they create their own mobile virtual network operator business. We call it Anvinos. So basically, all these students they are in turn returned to come back to campus, after they join the industries, and then actively to contribute to our own course and to give seminars to our current student, and also to be kindly as a supervisor, to work together to help our upcoming or even prospective student to build their own confidence through this course and then lead to a more prospective future for the student himself. Yeah, I hope gave you such a very high level overview of our program, as well as a brief introduction or description of our industry-based project.
Yeah, that was fantastic. That's a brilliant overview. And I think it's clear from what you've said there, the huge range of different skills that students will be developing if they study that on this course. And also some of the topics you mentioned, things like robotics and artificial intelligence. Yeah. We know they've been, especially AI, has obviously been in the news a lot recently. It's a very current topic. So you've started to touch also on the kind of careers that this course will prepare students for. Could you talk a bit more about what careers you expect students to go into, how this course makes them employable in the sort of future jobs that we're sort of seeing come about now?
Yeah, because our course is more based on or focused on in the engineering domain. So basically, we will say the latest engineering skills such as robotics, the 5G, which is the next generation communication technologies, as well as artificial intelligence. And so they are the key skill set I think that student can learn and also experience from this course. So all these skills can be a very good reflection in terms of the new trends in the future. For example, now people talk about industry 5.0 and also sustainabilities, as well as the mega trend 2030. So this is the big problem. So the whole the human being, the society are looking at, for example, when our society are highly connected. Yeah, when we talk about highly connected towards 2030, which means that it relies on the latest engineering technologies, communication or artificial intelligence, to as an enabler, and also, for example, the more energies that people are going to use, as well as our growing economies, the big cities, and also challenges such as global warming as well. So all these megatrend topics or issues all relies on the engineering skills to be helpful in these topics. And these combine basically with the teaching of soft skills such as also management and the leadership to make our course invaluable, I would say, to any technology leader or entrepreneurs that focus on the domains or industry that like I mentioned before. Yeah. So I would say essentially is that because the student they have both, management skills and also engineering skills, which focus on those very latest industry domains. So they will give them very promising opportunities, in terms of the future career path and also employabilities.
Yeah, and really gives students the chance to be at the forefront of those key sort of global challenges that you talked about as well. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of listeners who, having listened to what you've been saying there, are very interested in the course, and it's topics that a lot of people are really interested in. So, what advice would you have for anyone who is now considering applying for this course?
Yeah, so I would like to share perhaps three advices. The first one is to encourage all the applicants to check our course pathways and also the option modules. So in this course, at the moment, currently we are offering three course pathways, including number one, advanced mechanics, number two, 5G electronics or 5G communications. Number three is the latest one that we just created, is robotics. So each pathway is with a different combination of the option modules that we're going to offer from our engineering department. So student or applicants need to check each of these pathways to see which one will be more suitable for your own background or for your own interest. So you need to essentially to assess the modules on the offer and look at whether, like I said, to match your own goals. But I would like to also mention that the curriculum probably going to be changed in response to student feedbacks. Yeah. So this is the first advice. The second advice is to plan ahead and do some background readings. So this advice is based on the fact that, for example, you have already determined your pathways, or probably you are already submit your application profile, or even you already get your offer letter. The reason I offer this advice is that because the course itself covers to be quite not very related disciplines, yeah, engineering, business management, and also latest engineering topics. So it means that the course itself is quite demanding, and in terms of to handle on both in such a short period of time. We typically the master course only lasts for 1 year. Yeah, but from the university point of view is that we usually offer a list of reference or the literatures for the applicants to prepare after issuing offers. So we encourage the students can spend some time during the summer holidays, before really you kick off your study, to familiar with yourself with the course itself and also with the modules, upcoming modules that you're going to pick up. So that will make your life, slightly easier when you start with your terms. The second one is the communications. So as a course conveners, I always welcome our applicants to contact us directly. So if you have any concerns or questions relate to this course, contact us. Yeah, and we can offer a one-to-one sessions, probably through the Zoom meetings or online meetings to discuss your applications, or you can simply drop me an email, and so we can be able to help out in your case. Yeah, so these are the three advice I would like to suggest to our audience.
Brilliant, and that's all really good advice, and hopefully it will be really helpful for everyone listening. That's been a fantastic overview of the course. It sounds really interesting, and I'm sure the listeners will be looking into that now. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Thanks again to my guest, Dr. Zhengguo Sheng, for giving us the overview of the course. And just as a reminder, if you want to search for it, it's the MSc in Engineering Business Management at the University of Sussex. For lots more careers advice and to search for postgraduate courses, head to prospects.ac.uk. You can find and follow Future You on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts, and get in touch with comments, feedback, or suggestions by emailing podcast@prospects.ac.uk. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.